So this sequence is focusing on opening our chest. We are going to start by coming into a puppy pose. So bring your hips over your knees and we are going to extend our arms out in front of us and bring the chest down as close toward the floor as possible. And lastly, bring the forehead down onto the mat. We stay here for a few moments. And as you inhale, slowly walk your hands back to the center. We are going to keep about 2 fist distance between our knees and between our feet. We are going to tuck the toes of the 2 feet. We are going to bring our palms on top of our heels. And whenever you're ready, lift your hips away from your heels. We are still looking up directly in front of us, rolling the shoulders back and down. This is a camel pose and we are going to stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, drop your hips down. We are coming into a low lunge. So whenever you're ready, take a step forward with your right foot. Raise your arms over your head. Push your hips forward. Keep your right knee directly over your right heel. And see if you can bring your arms slightly behind you. Look up toward the ceiling. You do not want to be seeing your palms. So see if you can bring your palms slightly further back. We stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, bring your palms down, bring your right knee down onto the mat. Your right foot and right heel is underneath you. Now walk your left foot away from you. We are keeping the left knee on the mat. And whenever you're ready, see if you can lift your left foot away from the mat and perhaps reach for your left ankle with your 2 hands. Now pull your left ankle away from you so that it makes your shoulders to come further back, opening the chest here. We stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, drop your left foot down, bring your palms down onto the mat, take your right knee back, bring your left foot forward, coming into a low lunge again. Raise your arms over your head, push your hips forward, look up toward the ceiling and bring your arms slightly further back so that you do not see your palms when you're looking up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your palms down. Bring your left knee down onto the mat. Left heel underneath you. Slide your right knee away from you. And whenever you're ready, see if you can lift your right foot off the mat and reach for your right ankle with your 2 hands, keeping your balance. And as you exhale, drop your 2 palms down, drop your right foot down, slide your left knee back into place. Now bring your forearms down onto the mat. Keep about a foot distance between your forearms. Fingers are pointing away from you. And drop your hips down. We are coming into a Sphynga pose. Adjust the arms if you need to. We want to keep the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. We stay here for a few moments. Now spread the fingers out wide, press into your palms, lift the elbows off the floor, coming into a cobra pose. We stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, we drop the elbows down onto the mat again, coming back into a Svinga pose for a few more breaths. And one more time, whenever you're ready, press into your palms, lift your elbows off the mat. And as you exhale, drop the elbows down onto the mat. Bring your chest down as well. Now we are going to see if we can bend the two knees. Bring the heels close toward our butt and reach for each ankle with one hand. Now we are going to see as we inhale if we can lift the chest off the mat and lift the knees at the same time. We should feel a pull in our shoulders, so we are essentially pushing our ankles away from us, but we are holding on to the ankles, so we are coming into this reversed boat pose. We stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, drop your knees down, bring your chest down, straighten your legs. Now we are going to extend the right arm out. The right shoulder is pressing into the floor. We are going to turn our head so that the right cheek is resting on the floor, looking over to the left side. Our left hand is pressing into the mat beside our chest, and we are going to bend the left knee and bring the left foot down onto the mat directly behind our right knee. The right leg is resting on the floor. We stay here for a few moments. And as you inhale, come back to the center, bend your right hand, extend your left arm out, your left cheek is resting on the floor, left shoulder is pressing into the mat, and whenever you're ready, bend your right knee, bring your right foot down onto the mat behind your left leg. We stay here for a few moments. And as you inhale, slowly come back to the center. Bring both of your palms beside your chest. Tuck your toes under and lift yourself into a plank pose. And then coming into downward dog. We stay here for 5 breaths. And as you exhale, drop the 2 knees down. Come to sit on the mat and bring your chest down onto the floor. So we are keeping the knees bent, coming into a modified bridge pose. Keep a foot distance between your feet. Palms are pressing down into the mat. And whenever you're ready, as you inhale, lift your hips off the floor, bringing them up toward the ceiling. And we stay here for a few moments. And as you exhale, drop your hips down again. You can repeat the same version, or this time we are going to reach for our ankles with our two hands. So whenever you're ready, inhale, lift your hips up again. Either stay here or see if you can bring your shoulders slightly closer toward your heels. Reach for your two ankles with your two hands and see if you can lift your hips even slightly higher. We stay here for a few moments, looking up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly drop your hips down. Now we are going to cross the left knee over the right one. We are going to open our arms out wide on the mat. Both arms are pressing into the floor. Inhale, and as we exhale, we drop the two knees over to the right side and look over to the left side, keeping the left shoulder pressing into the mat. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Swap your knees around, so right knee crosses over the left one. And as you exhale, drop your knees over to the left side. Look over your right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder down on the mat. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Exhale, drop the 2 feet down. Bring the heels out toward the edges of the mat. Arms are resting away from your body. Palms are pointing up toward the ceiling. Close your eyes. And we are going to rest for a few moments in Shavasana, which is the corpse pose.